everybody, Dan, the oral cancer man here again. Just following up with that video that I don't know if you watched it or not, but regarding my son, I explained that he had cancer as well as a young boy at a year and a half roughly is when I found it. And like I said, in a group of oncologists, they wanted to do a biopsy on him. And I said to them, I know I'm only a bricklayer and you guys are highly educated, but if you take a bag of shit, poke a hole in it, it's going to leak. Which, in my life, anybody that had a biopsy, the cancer seemed to spread through their body. So they said the other option was remove the kidney and the tumor together. Well, you have two kidneys, right? So I said, okay, that's the way to go. So, of course, we went through the surgery and everything, or he went through the surgery. Of course, me and Mom are just kicking around, chewing our fingernails, and, just, that's a terrible thing to happen to such a young child. So the surgery went well, they removed it. They asked our permission if they could take the tumor and, basically try to figure out how it came about and whatnot. So I said, absolutely do it, because if you can find a way to prevent other kids from having this situation, absolutely. So that all went well, and of course, like I said, my son was about a year and a half old when I found that. He's now pushing 18, healthy as a horse, which is lovely. I must give a shout out to the people at McMaster and the surgeons and everybody that did everything for him. But let me tell you, that was one stressful time. I was more nervous about him than I am about myself. And I know I don't have like a whole lot of time to live, but I really don't care about me. I care about him, and he, like I say, he's healthy as a horse, so that's one good thing that came out of the hospitals, because I used to always say nothing good comes out of a hospital other than a baby's birth. But McMaster definitely treated Tyson very well, and he had to go through the chemo where I went radiation. He didn't have to do radiation, he had to do chemo, which made him sick, and he lost his hair and shit a bit. Not terribly bad though, but the good thing was he was so young, he doesn't even remember any of that shit now. Because the one time, because they had a port hole in his chest, so that when we went there, they just hooked the needle into the port and they gave him his chemotherapy rather than trying to get a vein every time and mainline him, especially such a small child. But yeah, so he went through all that. Like I said, he lost his hair, he lost some weight, but he got through it. He still goes for checkups every 5 years now, but all's good. He's well, which really makes me happy, because as in Humpart Zoomians in my immediate family, he's the only boy, so he gets to carry on that crazy last name. Because other than that, I have two daughters, and when you get married, they usually take the man's name. Well, I guess unless they want to keep their name. Who knows? Judging by what I see, neither one of them are looking to get married too soon. They're more into living life than worrying about a boyfriend or any of that kind of stuff. Well, I was just putting that out there for anybody that's interested to hear the story. Like, at least before I got cancer, I went through a deal with my son, which was way more worse than what I'm going through. So at least I'm old. I got to live a life. He had a year and a half with the cancer thing there. He never got no life to live. But thanks to McMaster and their surgeons and oncologists and everything, he's living a healthy life. So I guess now he's just worried about when I gotta die. Which hopefully is not too soon. But anyways, I just thought I'd share that bit of knowledge with you. If you like, subscribe, whatever, you know what I mean. Thanks anyways for listening. Sometimes the best person to talk to is nobody, but at the same time everybody, if you understand what I mean. Because right now I'm sitting here talking by myself with nobody around me, so it seems like I'm talking to nobody. But in reality, once you guys watch this video, I'll be talking to a whole shitload of people. Kind of fucked up and funny. Anyways, everybody have a good night. Or I guess I could have a good morning now that I'm after midnight. Anyways, take it easy.